Hey, welcome. Cigar Idiot here, Todd. So, what are we going to smoke today? Well, I told you guys over the weekend we were going to review the UMBAGOG Bronzeback Robusto 5x52. So, what is UMBAGOG? Well, it's a lake on the border of Maine and New Hampshire. I guess a pretty big lake. And a bronzeback is a small-mouth bass. So I think the creator of the cigar, Steve Saka, loves to go to that lake and fish. So just pretty straightforward story of why it's called this. But a little bit about the UMBAGOG. So Steve takes a lot of the tobaccos I think he uses for the meat corridas, and if they don't make his level of excellence for that, they go into the UMBAGOG. So it's a very, very good cigar for a very, very good price. And it's still, almost excellent. It's just the quality control of the other cigars. He uses them, if they don't make it, they go into this. And it's still, you might see a difference in shade of the wrapper. This Connecticut broadleaf, it might not be as dark one time and darker the other. It's because for some reason it didn't hit the quality control of what he uses for the meat corridas. So I cut her up, did a V cut. We're gonna light it up, see what we got. So upon light up, lit very well, draws good. Toast of oaky wood and leather. Kind of a very dry smoke texture. Currently, so just started. Let's get through a little bit more. Looking at the cigar too, just a beautiful green and gold band. I think the gold really pops really nicely against that green background on the band. A simple band as well. A lot of days you have foot bands and big bands and tertiary bands, and I like it just one clean, easy, single band on this cigar. Still getting notes of leather and a deep wood. And I'm getting a little bit of like a molasses, dry molasses, if that makes sense. Little bit of spice on the tongue, but not heavy, not overbearing. So I'm getting good earthy notes. Getting some unsweetened baker's chocolate, maybe like a cocoa, but like an unsweetened baker's chocolate for sure. Still that coffee note of dark coffee. So kind of going as planned. Still a very good cigar. The sweet notes of a Connecticut broadleaf are really coming through. Of course, it's a Nicaraguan binder, Nicaraguan filler. Really enjoying, there's this nice sweetness on my lips for sure. Right now, it's kind of neat. I'm getting notes of black coffee with sweetener in it. So a little specific, but that's just what I'm tasting. It's still drawing a little harder than I would like. I wish it drew a little better, but I would say again, for the price point, it's a good cigar. I would put Mi Querida Tricky Traca first for me, and then Sin Compromiso, and then UMBAGOG Bronzeback as far as the offerings that Dunbarton has after like being used to silver mesas, brulees and the blues and the wagashis. The next step was the Mi Querida, Tricky Traca, and so forth. But still enjoying it. Got a little ways to go. So the primary note right now is just a heavy woody cedar with a little bit of I'd say white pepper on the tongue, which is more of a hot and not so spicy, but hotness on the tongue. So I'm going to call that a white pepper. But yeah, staying kind of linear here in the second, third. Still highly enjoyable. Still burning really nice. I haven't had to relight this, which is sweet. So my friends, I'm coming to about the end of this cigar. It's kind of been drawn hard the whole time. I am not a big lover of the final third of a cigar in any way. In my opinion, after you've pulled 90 to 100 pulls through a cigar, it's just not gonna be as good as the first 2/3. That's just me. But again, for the money, the UMBAGOG Bronzeback, it's worth it. And they come in bundles of 10, no boxes. So that saves you a good coin, you know, if you order more than one. If you're going to order 10, you're going to save some money there because they bundle them, they don't put them in a wooden box. But, you know, it's a good high quality cigar. You're going to have pull issues on a cigar once in a while. I just happened to on this, but I was still able to get down to enjoyable, you know, smoke with it. Stayed very much that cedar note is really heavy here as I've gotten closer to the band. Lost any of the sweetness. Through retrohale is real, like almost like a musty, woody, musty oak maybe, musty cedar. It's kind of finishing, you know, on the downfall. Again, you know, if you're going to go for a high quality Connecticut Broadleaf by Dunbarton, I'd go Mi Querida, any of them, blacks, the Tricky Traca, Sin Compromiso. But, you know, a fine cigar for the price is how I'm going to put it. So thanks for tuning in. Looking forward to talking to you soon. Have a good one.